What is up, guys? It is Irish Benjamin 57 coming at you with a Notre Dame vs. Georgia preview. Get fired up for this game because this Saturday night in prime time, the University of Fighting Irish Notre Dame travels to Athens to take on the Bulldogs of Georgia. Now, this is a home and away game series. The University of Georgia and the University of Notre Dame already met once in the last 10 years in 2017 in South Bend, where Georgia beat Notre Dame 20-19. But this year is different. It's time to repay the Georgia Bulldogs the favor. It is time to go down to Athens to beat the Georgia Bulldogs, put them dogs on a leash, collar them up, send them to the doghouse, and show the world that Notre Dame means business. So I think it's absolutely hilarious that all these pundits, experts, however you want to say it, are saying, well, Notre Dame doesn't stand a chance in this game. Not one bit. Notre Dame's going to get curb stomped by Georgia. Absolutely ridiculous. Everybody's going off these stupid statistics. Oh, well, Notre Dame's run defense is 120th in the nation, and Georgia's just going to steamroll them. You know, people, when I say people, I mean these experts, said the exact same thing when it was 2012 and Notre Dame had to go play Oklahoma in Norman. And everybody was like, well, Oklahoma's going to roll Notre Dame. They're coming into Norman and not going to be able to handle the crowd, not going to be able to keep up. And how'd that work out for Notre Dame? Notre Dame took care of business and beat Oklahoma. And everybody acts like the SEC is just some powerhouse of a conference right now. Okay, yes, they have been successful in the last 15 years. Has Alabama been dominant? Yep. Has LSU won a championship? Yep. Has Auburn won a championship? Yep. Has Florida won a championship? Yep. Oh, but wait a second. I don't see Georgia mentioned there at all. When was the last time, Georgia? 1980 was the last time you guys did anything significant. Anything significant. Oh, well, we won the SEC championship. Yeah, because you didn't play Alabama in it that year. Give me a break. Everybody acts like the SEC is so powerful. And everybody thinks that, oh, well, everybody in the SEC just automatically is better than everybody else. Yeah, how's that working out this season? Huh? How's that working out? Freaking Mizzou lost to Wyoming. Let's see. Mississippi State could barely handle K-State. Tennessee lost to BYU and Georgia State. Sorry, BVD. I love your Vols. But it's the truth. And then people go, oh, well, look what Georgia did against Murray State and Arkansas State. Murray State and Arkansas State. You put up, what was it, 63 points, I think it was, against Murray State? I don't know. I don't care. And then you put up 55 on Arkansas State. Georgia's so great. They put up 55 points on Arkansas State. I just cannot believe how good they are. Yeah, okay. You put up 55 points on a team that you should beat. Whoop-de-doo. What happened the last time you played a freaking quality opponent? Oh, right. You lost your bowl game to Texas. And the score didn't really show how bad Texas beat you because Texas was up by, I think it was 3 scores before Georgia did anything in that game. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. And see, this is an SEC thing. What the SEC teams do is they play all these little shit schools like Murray State that's an FCS opponent. Just to let you know, digress for a second, Notre Dame's never played an FCS opponent, ever. Notre Dame and UCLA, Not Georgia, not Alabama, not none of those SEC craps that are down there in the South. But see, this is what the SEC does. They go and play crappy opponents that are in the South, and they beat them. And then everybody's impressed. Oh, well, look what Alabama did, and look what Georgia did, and look at Florida. You're playing guys in your backyard, okay? Whoop-de-doo. I expect you to beat Murray State. I expect you to beat Arkansas State. I used to live in Kentucky. Let me tell you, I could beat Murray State by myself. Thank you very much. Sorry. So it's just absolutely ridiculous. Just absolutely ridiculous. And, you know, everybody's using these crappy statistics. Oh, well, Notre Dame's 120th, so that means that Georgia's just automatically going to roll. But see, when Notre Dame played Alabama in the national title, one of the ESPN analysts freaking used a whole bunch of statistics to say, oh, well, here's why Notre Dame's defense is going to dominate Alabama. And what happened in that game? Did Notre Dame's defense dominate Alabama even though the statistics were in Notre Dame's favor? No. Statistics don't mean crap in football, okay? They're a base point for what could happen. But see, college football is a unique game and sport where anybody can beat anybody on any given day. I mean, we've seen Appalachian State beat Michigan. We've seen North Dakota State beat frickin' Iowa. We've seen Georgia State beat Tennessee. I mean, come on. So, I mean, can Notre Dame lose this game? Yeah, Notre Dame can lose this game, just like Georgia can lose this game. Georgia is not this unbeatable Goliath that everybody is saying is coming for Notre Dame. I'm sorry. Now, I expect Georgia fans to think that their team will beat Notre Dame. I expect it. I mean, you rep your team. Good for you. I'm glad. I want to hear it from you. You should have confidence in your team. You should. You should say, well, you know, where we're at as a program, we should beat Notre Dame. And vice versa. Notre Dame as a program right now competes for national titles. I don't care what anybody says. Now, have we won one recently? No, we have not. And I will admit that. I'll give it to you. But as a Notre Dame fan, and this is a freaking shot towards all you stupid Notre Dame fake fans, because like I said, I expect Georgia fans to say, well, we're going to beat you guys don't stand a chance. But I've seen in our fan base, in Notre Dame's current fan base, on Twitter, on Facebook, on MySpace, wherever, that Notre Dame's going to get blown out by Georgia, and Notre Dame shouldn't even bother. Really? Can you really call yourself a fan if you really believe that? Come on. Seriously. Now, like I said, this is a game where anybody can win on any given Saturday, not Sunday. And Notre Dame competes for national titles. So Notre Dame has to have the mindset that if you want to win a national title, you're better than Alabama, you're better than Clemson, you're better than Florida, you're better than Georgia, you're better than Michigan, you're better than Southern Cal, you're better than all these teams, and you can beat them. And that's what I believe. I truly believe that Notre Dame can beat Georgia. Now, can Notre Dame lose to Georgia? Yes. Notre Dame could lose this game big time. And vice versa. Georgia could lose this game big time. If Georgia thinks it's going to be a walk in the park, sorry, you got another thing coming. I'm sorry. You know, we got this freshman phenom that you saw right before I came on in Kyle Hamilton, and he's going to make your passing game a living hell come Saturday night. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. And you know what? Our defense is hearing all week about how Georgia's going to run all over this defense. And you know what? If I was on Notre Dame's defense, I'd be pissed. I'd be tired of hearing from ESPN and the SEC Network and Paul Feinbaum, or however you pronounce his stupid name, and all those other SEC homers that ride the frickin' SEC train that's getting ready to crash and burn, that Notre Dame doesn't stand a chance and Notre Dame's defense isn't going to do anything. I'd be pissed. I would use it as motivation. And keep saying it, because we hear it all the time, and it's lame. It's absolutely lame. Oh, Rudy was offsides, and Notre Dame can't win the big game, and Notre Dame didn't do anything in the BCS. And how many times did you play in the BCS, Georgia? I want to know. How many times? Huh? How many times did you win the SEC during the BCS era? Huh? How many times? I mean, to lose the big games, you got to be there. And with Georgia, they're not normally there. I mean, come on. So let's get to actual breakdown of the game. What I think needs to happen. What I think really needs to happen. Notre Dame has to control the line of scrimmage. This is a game where whoever wins the turnover battle, whoever controls the line of scrimmage, whoever has the least amount of penalties is going to win this game. I mean, we saw it last time these two teams played. We saw it. We saw the team that made the least amount of mistakes won the game, and it was Georgia. Georgia made the least amount of mistakes in that game. They won by 1 point. I think Ian Book is fine. Everybody is like on life support talking about Ian Book, saying, "Oh, well, Ian Book is going to struggle," no. I think he's fine. He had to get his feet underneath him, and he's fine. And now it's time to put up or shut up. And I believe in Ian Book. I believe that now that we're getting Cole Kmet back, that he's going to have another dimension to his passing game. He's going to have a tight end that is just an absolutely big monster. And Georgia's going to have a rough time dealing with Cole Kmet. And then that'll open up our running game. And if our offense can click and be the way that it should be and can be, then our defense will have an easier time. The defense just has to clean up the tackling. That's it. Cleaning up the tackling, be gap savvy. If you can be gap savvy and clean up your tackling, you can beat Georgia. I mean, Georgia is a beatable opponent. They're a beatable opponent. And if you control that line of scrimmage, like I said, and you control the turnover margin, and you win the battle when it comes to penalties, and you don't make stupid penalties, that you'll win this game. And to everybody that says Notre Dame's irrelevant, let me just bring this final point up. Name me one other school that could go down to Athens and make the Georgia Bulldogs have to expand their stadium for the game. Did Alabama do that? Did Auburn do that? Did South Carolina do that? Did Tennessee do that? Did Mississippi State do that? On and on and on. No, they did not. Notre Dame did. Notre Dame is here, and Notre Dame is coming. Final score prediction. I go back and forth on the final score. I think it is either a 28-21 win for either side, or it's a 35-28 win. That's what I think. Now, I believe Notre Dame will win this game. I really do. And people can think I'm crazy and all that and misguided. And I don't really care. I rep my team. And if you got a problem with that, go watch somebody else's videos. You know, and I expect Georgia Bulldog fans to be down in the comment section talking trash and all that kind of stuff. But just remember, I'm putting my face on my videos. Go put up a video and then you'll be on an equal playing field with me. Good luck to the Georgia Bulldogs. I want to see a great game. I don't want to see injuries. I don't want to, I don't wish that upon anybody. I'm not an a-hole when it comes to that. I don't. I'm not one of those fans that hopes that, like, the Georgia quarterback falls and breaks his leg before the game starts and stuff like that. No, I don't wish that upon anybody. So good luck, Georgia Bulldogs. Final score, Notre Dame 28, Georgia 21. Go Irish! Beat the Bulldogs!